Hello students of Standard 8th. Good afternoon students. Today we are going to learn an interesting poem in English. We are going to learn the poem The Worm. So students, take out your textbook and your pencils to mark the difficult words. Turn to page number 37. The Worm is a poem written by famous poet Thomas Gisborne. Before going to the poem, let me give you a brief description about Thomas Gisborne. He was born on 31st October 1758 and died on 24th March 1846. He was an English priest and poet. He has written this poem using archaic words. Archaic words are those words which were used in olden days. So this poem is written in archaic English. That means in olden days, the English which was used, he has written this poem in that English. This poem is about the beauty of nature that lies in small things. It tells us about the tiny little creature, the worm. He is explaining in this poem that we human beings are very careless and we are very cruel, that we kill these little worms without ourselves knowing it. In this poem, the poet brings out the emotions he has for the little worms. He tells us that we should take care not to step on these worms and take away their lives. They may be tiny, but they are created by the Almighty, that is the God, and we have no right to take away another's life. These creatures get only few days to live, so we should let them enjoy their life and should give the same freedom that we enjoy. Now students, let's begin with the poem. First, we will recite the whole poem. Let's start. 2.3 The Worm. Turn to page number 37. Turn the hasty foot aside, nor crush that helpless worm. The frame thy scornful lips deride required a God to form. The common Lord of all that move, from whom thy being flowed. A portion of his boundless love on that poor worm bestowed. The sun, the moon, the stars he made, to all his creatures free, and spreads o'er earth the grassy blade, for worms as well as thee. Let them enjoy their little day, their lowly bliss received. Oh, do not lightly take away the life thou canst not give. Written by poet Thomas Gisborne. So students, let us understand the poem stanza by stanza. 2.3 The Worm. The worm is a very small creature found in rainy season. See, here are some pictures given about the worm. They are found only in rainy season. They are also called as farmer's best friend. First stanza. Turn the hasty foot aside, nor crush that helpless worm. The poet is telling us that we should turn our feet aside, which move so fast and carelessly. We should avoid crushing the helpless worm. Hasty means careless or hurried. So the poet is saying that we should keep our hurried food aside and not crush that helpless worm. Helpless worm means the worm that cannot help themselves. They are so tiny that they cannot escape from there soon. The frame that scornful looks denied required a god to form. Frame means the face. Their face looks very hasty. It looks very scornful. That means scornful means filled with hate. Their face looks like we should hate them. Scornful means filled with hate, and deride means expressing hate. So the poet is saying that we should not hate these little creatures or the worms. As we cannot give life to them, so we should not crush them also. They are very tiny creatures. Just as God made us, likewise the same God has made those creatures as well. To them also the same Lord has made. So students, understood the first stanza? Okay students. Now come to the second stanza. The common Lord of all that move, from whom thy being flowed, a portion of his boundless love on that poor worm bestowed. Now what the poet is saying over here, the common Lord of all that move, he is saying that there is only one Lord, that is God of all creatures. He has made these worms, and due to his creation, the worms are moving. From whom thy being flowed. He has, that is the Almighty, has shown endless love on these little worms and to us as well. He has shown us love also. The Lord has made the worms as well. As he has made us, likewise he has made those little worms also. A portion of his boundless love on that poor worm bestowed. The very same God has given us life as a gift. The very same God has made the worms too. It is God's love that is overflowing for all creature. Boundless means limited, unlimited love. He has shown unlimited love on both creatures, we as well as those tiny living creatures, those tiny little worms. He has shown endless love, whether it is you, whether it is me, or whether it is tiny creatures or tiny worms. So the poet is saying that the worms are very poor and they are helpless. They are very tiny creatures. They cannot help themselves. They cannot escape also from anyone. They cannot save their life as well. So the poet is telling very sadly that we should keep our feet aside. We should not crush that worm. They are God's creation only. Like God has given us life, likewise God has given them also life. So I hope students you understood the second stanza. Now we will see what is given in the third stanza. The sun, the moon, the stars he made, to all his creatures free. So what the poet is saying that God has not only made the living creatures, he has made the whole universe, the sun, the moon, the stars, everything in the universe. This all he made as a gift for all the creatures. He has given it free to everyone so that each and every creature may enjoy their life in their own way, and spreads over earth the grassy blade for worms as well as thee. God has spread plants and blades of grass all over the earth. All this is for human beings as well as the worms, so that the worms and we live together unitedly, so that we do not harm these worms. Thee means you. For worms as well as you, for worms as well as us, God has given all the creations he has made to everyone. He loves us, so He has given these creations. He not only gave us alone to enjoy everything alone, He has given to the creatures also, so that they also may enjoy it. They also can live happily because they have only few days to live. So God has given them all these creations so that they can enjoy their few days very happily. So students understood the third stanza? Okay, now come to the fourth stanza. That is the last stanza of this poem. Let them enjoy their little day, their lowly bliss received. Oh, do not lightly take away the life thou canst not give. Let them enjoy their little day, their lowly bliss received. So what the poem is saying, that poet is saying that let the worms enjoy their little days, their few days. Only little days are being given by the Creator. So the poet is saying that let them enjoy their days and let them enjoy their life. Only little blessings they have received. Only little pleasures they have received. Bliss means pleasures or joy. Only little joy they have received by the Almighty, the God. So we do not have right to take away anything from them, especially their life. And that too by our careless attitudes. Sometimes when we see a worm or any insect, we want to crush it immediately. So students, we should not at all do like that. If we see a worm or any creature, we should not take their lives because they have only few days to live in this earth. So let them enjoy their life. So the poet is requesting us to not take their life. Life is given only by the Creator, the God. Oh, do not lightly take away the life thou canst not give. If we cannot give them life, we don't have the right to take their life as well. Life is only given by God. So before you crush a worm, think on it. If you take the life of that worm, we cannot give them back their life. So think before you crush it. As we have life, those little worms also have life. So we should not take away their life easily. So students, I hope you all have understood the four stanzas. So Thomas Gisborne is conveying to us that all creatures, whether they are small or whether they are big, should be respected equally. All creatures are created by God, and the same Lord has loved them equally as well as He has loved us also. Hence, we must respect every creature, big or small, and never take away their life, that we cannot give it back. Once their life is taken away, we cannot give it back. So, we have no rights to take away their life. This is what the poem is all about, the worm. I hope students that you understood the poem. Let us recite the poem once. 2.3 The Worm. Turn the hasty foot aside, nor crush that helpless worm. The frame thy scornful looks deride required a God to form. The common Lord of all that move, from whom thy being flowed, a portion of his boundless love on that poor worm bestowed. The sun, the moon, the stars he made, to all his creatures free, and spreads o'er earth the grassy plate for worms as well as thee. Let them enjoy their little day, their lowly bliss received. Oh, do not lightly take away the life thou canst not give. Written by famous poet Thomas Gisborne. So students, I hope that you have understood the poem well, and I hope that you enjoyed the poem and found it interesting as well as useful. I believe that henceforth you will not harm any creatures of this land. So students, now let us see the hard words and their meanings of this poem. Here are few hard words and the meanings of this poem, The Worm. The Worm by Thomas Gisborne. Hard words and their meanings. First one, die means you. Second, hasty means careless or hurried. Third, scornful means filled with haste. Fourth, deride to express hate or expressing hate. Fifth, boundless means unlimited or without limit. So students, now we saw the hard words and the meanings. Now let us see the hard words and the meanings from the textbook. Hasty, hurried and careless. Scornful, filled with hate. Deride, express hatred. Die being means your life or existence. Bestowed means given as a gift. Lowly means humble, simple. Bliss means joy or pleasure. So students, we first saw a brief description of Thomas Gisborne, about a famous poet Thomas Gisborne. Then we recited the poem. Then we studied stanza by stanza what is given about the worm. Then we studied the hard words and their meanings. So students, I hope that you have understood the poem very well. I hope that you will never ever harm any creatures of this earth or the land. The same Lord which has made you, the very same Lord has made the small creatures as well. Okay students, understood? So students, thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy. Take care of you as well as your family.